The boss of a significant and deadly criminal organization, the Netherlands' most sought-after man is so elusive that he has never been found guilty of a serious crime, according to the authorities. In truth, the location of him had long been unknown to the authorities. Ridouan Taghi was detained on Monday after Dubai police raided a villa in a posh area and took him into custody on suspicions of murder and drug trafficking. On Thursday, Dutch authorities announced that he had been returned to the Netherlands by plane. Despite his efforts to maintain a low profile, the allegations against Mr. Taghi, 41, are well known in the Netherlands, where news of his arrest was greeted with acclaim and jubilation. According to the Ministry of Justice and Security, he is the head of a sizable cocaine smuggling enterprise and is responsible for 11 murders. The arrest has significant political ramifications, according to G.J. Alexander Noops, a University of Amsterdam professor who specializes in the politics of international law. It is most likely one of the most significant arrests made by Dutch law enforcement in the recent few years. When attorney DERK WIERSUM was shot and killed in Amsterdam in September, raising suspicions that Mr. Taghi may have been involved, interest in Mr. Taghi increased. The 44-year-old father of two, Mr. WIERSUM, was defending a prosecution witness in a murder trial against Mr. Taghi and some of his friends. Mr. Taghi is being tried in absentia. Later the following month, the prosecution brought new charges against Mr. Taghi, accusing him of killing a crime blogger in 2016 and a worker at a store that sold spy gear in 2015. They also accused him of trying to kill the blogger twice before, first by hiding a bomb beneath his car, and of trying to kill another guy in Rotterdam. In October, Mr. Taghi's attorney, Ines Wesky, resigned from the case on the grounds that the trial was unfair. Regarding his arrest, her office declined to comment. Even though Mr. Taghi's arrest is unquestionably a significant development, Justice Minister Ferdinand Grapperhaus termed it very good news. The authorities claim that a business he founded is still in operation. Numerous Dutch leaders received additional security following the murder of Mr. WIERSUM in September, reflecting what law enforcement officials claim to be the threat presented by the gang that Mr. Taghi is alleged to be the leader of. According to Jelle Tieleman, a crime writer for the Dutch daily newspaper Algemeen Dagblad, that is an unprecedented situation for the Netherlands, adding that such intense security measures take up a lot of police capacity. Although there is no extradition treaty between the Netherlands and the United Arab Emirates, the Dutch government announced on Thursday morning that Mr. Taghi had been deported from Dubai and returned to the Netherlands in a chartered flight. The murder of the son of a well-known judge in Marrakesh in 2017 has Mr. Taghi on the radar in Morocco as well. An extradition pact exists between Morocco and the United Arab Emirates. The Dubai police commander, Jamal Al-Jalaf, told the Dutch network NOS that Mr. Taghi entered Dubai in 2016 using a Dutch passport that was obtained under a different name. Officials in Dubai claimed that Mr. Taghi lived there and took precautions to avoid drawing attention to himself. Mr. Al-Jalaf remarked that the curtains were constantly drawn. Taghi exercised extreme caution. When he was a young man, Mr. Taghi was a member of a teenage gang known as the Bad Boys. According to Dutch news agencies, Mr. Taghi was born in Morocco and migrated to the Netherlands as a toddler. He grew up in the Utrecht area. He had encounters with the police related to fights and break-ins, but he avoided drawing much notice. Beginning in the 1980s, a group of young Dutch mafia became somewhat famous, including Willem Holleder, one of the men responsible for the 1983 kidnapping of Freddie Heineken, the company's CEO, and his driver. The kidnappers were apprehended and imprisoned, and the victims were released. Mr. Holleder, who later committed further high-profile crimes, rose to fame to the point where, in 2012, he granted an interview to a talk program on national television. Astrid Holleder, his sister, detailed how she assisted law enforcement in apprehending her brother in a best-selling biography. He received a life sentence this year for his role in numerous murders, at the age of 61. According to Marian Husken, an author of books on Dutch crime, the prominence of that generation of criminals and the attention that law enforcement devoted to them allowed other younger people to emerge while remaining in the background. As Mr. Holleder and his contemporaries were locked up or killed, others stepped forward. And now that they are the center of law enforcement's attention, analysts say. According to Sven Brinkhoff, an associate professor of criminal law at the Open University in Utrecht, by trying and convicting these people, you don't solve the underlying problem that the Netherlands is a transit country for cocaine. The saying goes, new people always rise up. Highest reward in Dutch police history, worth €100,000, was being offered by Dutch authorities for information regarding Taghi's whereabouts. However, Taghi had maintained a low profile and was largely unknown until the mid-2000s, when he began smuggling cocaine into Europe via South America and Morocco. He commanded murders like they were cups of coffee. He is allegedly wanted in connection with at least 20 murders that he and his associate Said Razouki, who is still at large, are believed to have ordered. The two suspects' discussions were observed by police in Holland, who claimed that these hits were requested informally, like cups of coffee. Who speaks, goes. In a later statement to detectives, an informant said, and everyone around him falls to sleep. However, not every hit turned out as expected. In 2017, his death squad executed the incorrect man twice. One of them was revealed to be a judge's son. Taghi and his right-hand man, Said Razouki, were added to an international inquiry list by the Public Prosecution Service in 2018. Taghi, however, remained evasive, switching up his appearance every few months and traveling with phony identification documents. He finally ran out of luck this week when Dubai police raided a property and apprehended him, putting a stop to years of searching. Now that nation will be requested to deliver him to the Netherlands, where he will face narcotics trafficking charges. Following the capture of numerous suspects from Taghi's gang, this most recent arrest was made. Many of the main characters are currently being held in the extra secure institution in VUT, which is one of the most secure facilities in the nation, but where it is claimed that some of the protagonists are still able to speak with their adjutants and give them commands. Along with organized crime figures Riccardo Nevega, nicknamed El Rico, jailed assassin Naufal Fassi, and Italian Camorra chief Rafael Imperial. Taghi attended Kinahan's opulent wedding in 2017 at the 7-star BURJ-AL-ARAB hotel in Dubai. Soon after Kinahan and Riccardo Nevega were married, everything started to fall apart. Riccardo Nevega was the first to go, having been detained in his home Chile and transferred to the Netherlands to stand trial. The Chilean was sentenced to 11 years in prison in June 2021 for planning killings and using narcotics money to launder money. A mobile phone that was taken from him contained a video that featured Kinahan and Rafael Imperial, an Italian mobster who was a guest at his wedding and had just been sent to Italy to stand trial. Kinahan, El Rico, Imperial, Ridouan Taghi, and Naufal Fassi were all specifically accused of working together as a narcotics cartel during El Rico's trial. Fassi was extradited from Dublin in 2017, where he had been detained in a Kinahan safe house, and was sentenced to 18 years in prison for attempted murder in Holland. Taghi was the next to go. He was detained at the extra secure institution in VUT after being taken into custody at his opulent hideout in Dubai. Taghi allegedly entered the United Arab Emirates using a false name last year. WAM reported that an arrest order had been issued for him. According to WAM, a team from the Dubai police carried out an investigation and arrested Taghi from his accommodation in Dubai after receiving a request from the authorities. Taghi's arrest, which came about as a result of collaboration between the two nations, was of great importance for the Netherlands, according to Dutch police head Erik Eckerboom. When a Dutch attorney representing a state witness in a lawsuit against Taghi was murdered and killed close to his Amsterdam home in September, the incident made national news. The Netherlands has a long history of accepting marijuana use, but a research ordered this year by the City Council of Amsterdam claimed that the country now has a significant drug and criminal underworld problem. The lawyer's shooting was cited as confirmation that we live in a narco state at the time by one of the largest Dutch police unions. That's a wrap on the story of the arrest of a victorious gang leader, Ridouan Taghi. Leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe if you like this video. Turn the notification bell on for more videos like this too. Thank you for watching.